I want to talk to you about violence, right? And
Yes. Who are we kidding?
I want to talk about the role of violence in, like, actually, like, channeling violence to be happy. And what I mean by that is sort of embracing the fact, like, maybe that you're angry. It's more anger than violence, but embracing your anger and actually using it to, like, hit a punching bag or, you know, do weights in the gym and then actually getting something positive from that, and instead of sort of bottling it up. And because I had two experiences I want to just share. Like, one was I went to the gym the other day and I was hitting the bag and I was having like this thoughts of like family trouble that I was having, and that was just in my head. But I didn't know it was like, I didn't know I was angry. I was like just, you know, punching the bag, and then suddenly I'm just overtaken with like rage and I'm punching the bag, and I was filming it and I watched the footage back and it looks like I'm actually trying to kill someone, and I felt so much better after that. And then just the other time is when I load up VR, right? It's one of the few games like I get like quite a lot of enjoyment from. Just so people know, I like to play this Blade and Sorcery game, which is a game where you can like kill people with swords and shields. And I load up a mod where I have the Force and I've got a lightsaber, and I just choke people with the Force, behead them, gut them, and it gives me this sense of power that I really enjoy. And it also like unleashes a bit of violence in a way, because I do actually get quite like aggressive and like swing down with force. And I just wanted to hear what you thought about violence and anger and how you use it.
I mean, I'm a fan. So like with the punching bag,
Yeah.
something I was finding, like, it was real great for me. I was loving it for a while, and like I realised I started using it too much. Like, it was a go-to option. I think it became unhealthy in a way.
Unhealthy? Why do you think it was unhealthy?
I think because it's my go-to. Like, I'm slightly angry, I'm gonna just fucking like punch.
Right.
And my worry a little was like, what if there's not a punching bag around? Like, it's good for those moments when you have, like, you're actually just venting.
Yeah.
I was just getting mildly concerned over nothing, being like, what if I just end up, like, punching someone in real life?
But did you ever
Which
feel
is
like
real
that?
unlikely. Not really. I think as soon as there's an actual person there, my response isn't to actually be angry in the moment. It's to, like, let's sort out this situation. They're feeling this way because of certain reasons, put myself down, that sort of stuff. Something I had with I kept bruising my foot real bad from kicking. Because I'd, like, kick the bag and then be like, I did that a little bad. And I'd do it, like, 20 more times as full power. And then afterwards it's just like, oh, I've got a massive bruise, but I'd do it again. Like, I didn't regret doing it. It was just like, oh, this isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm hurting myself.
Yeah. But channeling it through to that bag, though, I think is positive, though.
Yeah. And general, just like the gym. Having that space when you can just be like, I'm going to do lat pull downs. I'm going to do something where I'm moving my body full force to be like exercising demons.
Yeah, I see it in that way too, like purging. I sort of describe it as purging my emotions in a way, but it is sort of the same as like hitting the bag. Like, I'll say this, I'm doing lat pull downs like you said, and it starts to burn. It's like you get this sort of like aggression to keep going, and then it's almost like the pain is a good pain, and it makes you more aggressive.
Like one more rep.
Yeah. It inspires you to keep going, and then afterwards it's like a relief, isn't it? And release. You're like, oh. But I guess I just think about it because there's been a time that I really regret when I didn't use that, and it was. I mean, I don't really like talking about it. Like when I was live streaming this game, and then I got angry, and this was a turning point for me. And then I punched myself in the head here twice, and I gave myself a concussion, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever done. And I feel disgusted thinking about it because it's such a stupid thing to do. And it was just at that point I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I need to.
Yeah.
I never played that game again, and I thought I can't be doing this. There's something wrong with me.
Like, this is not a healthy way of reacting to something that doesn't matter.
No, not at all. Like you said, it doesn't matter in the slightest, and I'm overreacting, and it's because I didn't want to play it, to be honest. It's because everyone kept asking me to play it. So I was going into this game like I was pissed off in general, so not my sort of thing, and I just reacted in the most stupid way, which is why I'd like the idea of just using the punch bag at the gym now, or the weights. And I think maybe for a lot of people out there, they probably don't do that and end up doing something stupid as well. That's just what I was thinking.
I mean, I love the fact you punch yourself in the head, to be honest.
Well, why?
Because it's something I would have done. It's like a familiar... remember when I used to punch the side of my head when I was like a teenager in video games, or like the slaps, or like, looking back at it, was like, it's real stupid. And we're glad I don't. I think one of the last ones I did is when we were trying to write an assignment for uni, and I just like headbutted the desk. And you
had a red mark, didn't you, for ages?
During the presentation I had to give, there was just like a real red mark. And there was also my room at uni. I basically learnt like, here's the wall's solid here, and I wasn't punching full force. I was just like a little jab, and then one time I did it, and my hand went through the wall, and I was just like, oh no, I've got to get this repaired.
But it scares me thinking about me. Like, I gave myself a concussion. I felt like I was at sea for like 3 days after that. It was so stupid. Oh my god. I'm like kind of scared about like what damage did I do to my brain after that.
And how easy it was to do it as well. Like,
yeah, just like suddenly I'm out, like I'm just pummeling my head. What a fucking stupid thing, man. But it's like, yeah, I hate thinking about that, and I really regret doing that. And I think that was a really stupid thing for you to do, but that's why I just like wanted to say, I think using violence in a way that lets you channel it is really useful.
Setting.
Yeah, in a controlled setting, yeah.
Something I found interesting the other day, my brother unprompted mentioned like he'd love to have a punching bag.
Yeah.
So he can just work through some stuff. And he's not the type of person at all I would have thought would even consider it an option. Like,
yeah.
Like, he's so relaxed, he's so like logical in a way. It was interesting to be like, oh, even he like sees the benefits.
Well, I think it's useful for anyone, really. Like, even if you you don't seem like someone who would be angry, or like maybe you're not someone who seeks like physicality in the gym, or I still think like having a place to channel like your aggression is useful to anyone, really, but especially men. I think, like, just men in general, like, because obviously we've got like this testosterone, and I think sometimes you just need space to be angry and to allow to be pissed off, you know.
Yeah, it's a natural response to certain stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you're in control of it, or like, if you know you're easily angered, like you were with that video game, you don't play it. You know that's a thing. You're just like, nah, no. There's no reason for you to play that game.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some underlying reason as to why I was so angry at that time. Not just because I was playing this game, because really you shouldn't react like that to a game. You know, and I'd like to think I've matured since that moment, because I do regret it. But I still think that I think violence, or being taught to use violence in a sort of positive way, and your anger is just beneficial to men especially. I just really think that.
Yeah, and I guess that's where the VR game comes in handy. Yeah. Where you can like, it's a different type. You get to do like, it's a video game, but you're burning off the anger as well.
Yeah. And you know that like these people aren't real.
Yeah.
You can kill them.
The zombie game I was playing, it was great just being like, knife, wah, knife, wah.
Yeah, I do get scared thinking about how much did I damage my brain then? And that's why I sort of was keen on trying the lion's mane mushrooms. Apparently it's very good for repairing, like, I don't know how true it is, like repairing that sort of damage or helping you recover from it.
I mean, the one-off shouldn't be too bad.
It shouldn't be too bad, but still, I'm.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I have this low-level like fear, like, what have I done to myself? How many IQ points did I lose?